Hi everybody, my name is Chef Keanon of Keanons Kitchen and welcome to my new cooking show. It's called Cooking with Chef Keanon. In my home is Stammerton and I'll be cooking two very simple dishes for you today. The first dish is going to be a canapé of seared marlin with brulee, grapefruit and some fresh avocado on a crispy samosa skin. My second dish will be a main course, which will be a turmeric and coconut barley risotto. Barley risotto is a play on a classic Italian dish which I'm doing my own interpretation of, and we're going to be showcasing the fresh marlin which comes all the way from Fish from Africa, my proud sponsor. Stay tuned, thanks. So the first thing we're going to start with today is our barley risotto. Any risotto needs a base, and our base today is going to be our onion. We're going to finely chop some onion, we're going to have a little piece of garlic in there, then we're going to have a little bit of fresh ginger. This is going to be the base of our turmeric and coconut barley risotto. Let's get started. So the finer you chop your onion, the better it is for your risotto. So just let your knife do all the work for you, and let it just finely chopped onion. For the amount of risotto we're going to be cooking, that is plenty. Just make sure everything's chopped through finely. That is fine, beautiful. Wipe down my knife, and then we're going to crush your garlic here. Garlic's so easy, all you have to do is just simply give it a little knock down, lift that out, just cut the end off over there, and then we're just going to give our garlic a fine slice. The finer you chop your garlic, the easier it is to cook. So that is what you want, the finer the detail of the garlic. Because you're going to start with the onion, you don't want to start with the onion first, your garlic first, because your garlic will. So for instance, you don't want it too fine, you just want it fine enough to go well into the risotto. Garlic done, onions done. My ginger, I had the honor of putting in a little container before, and so I tried to prep everything, so get ready to start cooking. First things first, let's get our heat on. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Little bit of olive oil, yeah. While we're waiting on that, also that's going with our barley risotto, we're going to finish it off with some fresh lime zest. We're going to incorporate lime into both of our canapé and both our main course today. Lime is one of my favorite ingredients because not only of the acidity, because of the freshness it brings to everything that you cook, and it's a certain fragrance that's just irresistible, and it's used in a lot of cooking, a lot of cuisine, not just the Asians. Cheers. Oil's busy moving, that's a clear indication that your pot is hot enough. So, heat is up, turn it slightly down. I just wanted to get it nice and hot. You don't want to brown your onions, you just want a nice little saute or sweat it off. So, if you don't hear the sound, it's not hot enough. So, back of the knife, because you want to protect your blade, just gently, just ever so gently. Cooking, a lot of people, you know, when I tell people about cooking and teach people about cooking, cooking is all about taking your time. Everything, it's a process, so you can't, certain things you can't rush. The more time you have to cook it, the more time you enjoy it, the more love, the more flavor, the more everything just tastes better when you take time, especially when you love what you're doing. So, heat back up. Here we go. So, I'm going to let the pot do the work for me. I'm not going to stand there and constantly stir. Just make sure the garlic's nice and fine. Just give it another little. Beautiful. I'm using about, I'll say about 2 teaspoons of garlic, and I'll use about half a teaspoon of fresh ginger, because ginger is quite powerful, and or I would say a quarter teaspoon because ginger is quite powerful, and ginger is not the hero here. Ginger is just complementing it, so we don't want to overpower everything. Cooking is all about balance. So, onions are working beautifully here. When you want to smell something, or you never reach over, you bring it, you get to a certain point and you you bring everything towards you. So a lot of people have the tendency to, you know, lean over the pot. Just stand close enough and you just walk everything to you. You get the aromas, you get the fragrances of the cooking. So that's something that's really, really important. If you can smell something, it smells good, it's probably going to taste good, yeah. So while that is going, I have something called a micropane. Micropane is just a fancy way of, or a really fine way of getting zest. So all the essential oils that we want here in the lime is within the skin. With the green part, we don't want the white part because that's quite bitter. So, lime, zest, and we're just going to micropane it in. This we will incorporate later into our risotto right at the end. So just make sure you get all the zest. So while that's busy cooking, you must busy micropaning that. If you can only do one or two things or one thing at a time, do it properly, do it nice. You know, multitasking is a skill and it's a practice, and a lot of people, the more you practice it, anything, the more you practice, the better you get at it. So that is plenty. So got some beautiful lime zest. So we got most of the lime zest off. We're not going to throw this away because we're going to keep this. So let's just keep that separate. This is chicken on onions. Onions are working beautifully. Remember, we don't want it to go brown. We just want it translucent. We want it. So that's why we keep the heat on the constant low to medium. So now that the onions are starting to cook, garlic in. Get all your garlic in there, and it's a quarter teaspoon. I think about a quarter teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. Just a tad. Risotto originally is an Italian dish, and it's made out of arborio rice, which is, you know, the risotto. So usually you start with your onion, you toast off your risotto rice, and you would add ladles and ladles of either vegetable, fish, or chicken stock. And then the rice will absorb the chicken stock and it will cook the rice, and that's how you add the flavor. You finish it with some fresh parmesan or mascarpone cheese, and then and then you finish it with a normal butter, and that's how you serve a risotto. But I'm doing a Cape Town version of it, and we don't cook with parmesan cheese because we're in Cape Town. We cook with ginger, we cook with garlic, onion, and spices like a J. So working it now, you can smell that. You can smell it. Just It smells almost like a curry base, but it's not a curry base. So just a little bit, touch more oil in there. Beautiful. Starting to smell good. I'm just going to put a little bit of turmeric in here. I would say I have about 150 grams of pearl barley, so I would say about 2 teaspoons of turmeric. Turmeric is quite powerful, so you don't want to be overbeating with it. You just want to have just enough turmeric in there for what is needed. So turmeric going in now, working with your garlic and your ginger. Nice and yellow. It's important to cook everything together because you don't want the taste of like raw turmeric. It's good for you, but not for these purposes. Right, as busy working, I got about 150 to 180 grams of pearl barley. That's gonna go in. Okay. So now we got our onions, we got our ginger, we got our garlic and our turmeric in. Our barley, our pearl barley in. Beautiful. And now we're just gonna work it. Get back on the heat. We want to incorporate all that turmeric, all that ginger, all that garlic, all that onion into our barley. I'm just going to let it toast a bit. Keep it on a low heat, and we're going to let the heat do all the work for us. So we got our risotto, we got our barley toasting nicely with our spices, with our turmeric, we got our onion in there, our garlic and our ginger. The next thing is we have to start cooking our rice, or our barley in this case. So I'm taking about 500 ml of chicken stock. You can use veg stock, fish stock, depending on what your preferences are, what your religious views are, just what you like to eat. I like chicken stock. So chicken stock, With risotto, usually you would add your stock gradually and the rice will absorb the stock and it would cook it through. But for the volume that we're cooking, it's fine. We can just add it all at once. Stir your heat down. So, while that's busy cooking, we're going to start getting our fish ready for the next move, right? So the next thing we're going to need is our hero, which is our fish. So we got some fresh marlin here, all the way from Fish for Africa. Marlin's a game fish, same as tuna. It's the same as swordfish. It's basically treated in the same way as you would cook a fillet or a really premium prawn steak. It's seared and it's cooked usually rare, or some people eat it medium rare. That's the way we eat our fish, and that's the way we love our fish, and that's the way we're going to do our fish. Alright. So, marlin on your board. Very, very simple. We got a little bit of sesame oil. Sesame oil gives it that really nutty taste. Salt. Season next to it, and over it, I'll show you why now. Mixed pepper. Take your marlin and we're just gonna roll it. Make sure it's beautifully coated. Make sure it's seasoned nicely. Just gonna roll it in there. Make sure it's seasoned all around, and make sure it's got a nice covering of that sesame oil. Sesame oil is gonna bring that beautiful nuttiness, you know, that oh, it's just, oh wow, it just smells amazing. So that's your fish ready to go, and we now that we're gonna have on our last step. It's very, very important to keep your fish at room temperature, because if you cook your fish and it comes straight out of the fridge or whatever, you're still gonna have a frozen on the inside. So take your fish out, or even your steaks, 30 to 40 minutes, I would say, before you start cooking it, to let it thaw or let it get down to room temperature, so you get a nice even cook throughout your fish or throughout your meat. Barley is looking really good. By the time it's absorbed most of that stock, then it will be time to finish it. So, while we have our fish waiting for us, we can just set our fish aside. And we will take this fish out when we're going to need it. So, fish at room temperature, ready to be seared. Have a little quick wash down before we start our next operation. We clean as we go, right after we've gone.